Peace, everybody. Welcome to Ross Recording Studios. I'm Chuck. Welcome back. This is mostly for Yes fans, and if you're not a Yes fan, you should be. If you don't know Yes, you might recognize it'll be the Roundabout, Owner of the Lonely Heart. There's been a couple versions. There's been, last count years ago was over 20 different members changing, and I gotta imagine it's far exceeded that by now. But I'd like to ask all Yes fans, this is what I would like to see happen, and let me know if you guys agree with this, being a Yes fan, Chris Squire fan, or Rick Wakeman fan, Alan White, Jon Anderson. I would like to see Jon Anderson, Steve Howe, and Rick Wakeman get back together. Those three only. Let's forget these things that are going on with Anderson's with a bunch of geeks, and Steve Howe's he's lost in space. Let's get serious, guys. Triangulate. There's three of you: Rick Wakeman, Jon Anderson, Steve Howe. Let me know if you agree. That's what I'm asking. I'd like to see those three guys. Forget the politics. Forget the past. I'd like to see Steve Howe and Jon Anderson just walk up to each other and hug each other. I'm not talking about that 2-second hug. I'm talking about, look at you guys. Forget this recent last 10, 20 years. Okay? What I want to see is you guys think about Tales from Topographic Ocean. So it's midnight sessions between 12 o'clock and 4 a.m. in the morning where you guys created this magical experience, Tales of Topographic Oceans, a magical journey through music, time, space, words, and dimension. That's after you've already created Close to the Edge, And You and I, Siberian Cat True, Heart of the Sunrise, okay? So let's triangulate. We do not need a bass player. I'm sorry about that. I might have to cut that. We don't need anybody on bass. We don't need anybody on drums. That era has passed. Bless the Lord. We'll catch up with those guys when we get to heaven. Could be a circus of heaven up there starting right now. And we'll get there. But as of right now, we don't need to replace them. What we need is Jon Anderson, Steve Howe, Rick Wakeman to get together and triangulate. 3. Jon, Steve, Rick. Well, Steve might cry if I put him down here, so let's put Steve on the top, make Steve happy, and then we'll go down to Jon and Rick and triangulate. Triangulation is going to be the first album. We Still Have Time. It's going to be a song I'd like to write. We still have time to get together. We still have time to get together. We still have time. And go into a crazy yes thing, and Rick, your plate is pretty full because now you got to take over the drums on your drum machine, and you're going to have to put some bass on the keys too to get the bass going. So now you got your plate full. So what do you guys think? Does anybody like this idea of just Jon, Rick, and Steve get back together? Triangulation while we still have time. You guys still have time. You can do this. You can create all this fantastic music. Get down to the roots. Find somewheres to, go back to Switzerland. Rick, go to that same church. Get that organ fired up, I don't know if it's still being used. Wipe the dust off or whatever. Let's go. And then basically, when I was talking about Steve and Jon hugging, I'm not talking about, shying away. Yeah. I'm talking about you two stand there and hug like the encore at the 35th anniversary tour at Madison Square Garden, where everybody stood and clapped for 5 minutes at the end of the song. And Steve, you went up and you even tapped Jon on the shoulder and said, "Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you said, but it's like, wow, this is amazing. These encore is going on for a while." So, Steve, I'm talking about you and Jon embracing each other, forgetting the past. Don't think about it. That's going to ruin it, okay? Or at least the last 10 years. You can think about the past if you go back far enough. Tales from Down the Oceans, that's okay. But you two hug each other, okay? That's number one. Give a 5-minute hug. You guys get done and shake the hand, say, "Wow, that's totally amazing, man." It's like I'm getting Russian goosebumps just thinking of the power that moment could possibly be. It could be magical. And then Steve gets on the phone and he makes that call. He calls Rick up. "Hey, Rick. I gotta get into character here. Hey, Rick, he's calling. I got the phone ringing. Boom. Rick picks up the phone up there. Rick picks up a corded telephone. He's like, "Hello, hello." Nothing's. He can't hear anything. It's a corded phone, and you can hear his mother in the background. Rick Wakeman's still living at home, right, with his mother. His mother, "Rick, how many times have I told you that the landline don't work up here on Mars?" "Right, Ma, right. Gotcha, Ma." Okay, so he gets the cellular phone and, hello, this is Rick. Hello. Then you hear, hello, Rick. This is Steve. Rick's there. Steve who? Steve Howe. Oh, Steve, good to hear your voice. So good to hear your voice. Oh my goodness gracious. Steve, how are you? Good, very good. Oh, good. He goes, "I got some big news, Rick." Rick said, "Hey, great. What's going on?" He goes, "I'm ignited. This is Sir Rick now." Oh, he says, so Steve said, "Yes, Rick, I got great news. The band's getting back together, Rick. Rick, the band's getting back together." He goes, we're gonna get the music. We're gonna be doing Yes, True Yes. There's gonna be just the three of us, man." And Rick's like, "Oh, great. Oh, that's fantastic." He goes, "Yes, Rick." He goes, "This is gonna be you, me, and Jon. Here's my Rick. Here's my Rick then. Bye." Oh my God, I can't see none. He goes, Rick said, "Yeah." He goes, "Fantastic, Steve. Oh boy." He goes, what does Jon think of all this?" And Jon, he comes up, he goes, "Rejoice, for without this feeling 10 true summers long, we go round and around and around. Round and around, Jon. Yes. Round and round like the egg. I remember. Oh my goodness gracious, Jon. Yes, fantastic. Oh, that is so great. Like the egg, we start at the beginning and we go around and we all go our separate ways. We do this, I do that. There's so many different eggs in the carton. I can't figure out all the changes we've been through, but we always come back together at the end of the egg. And well, it seems like we've probably gone through quite a few cartons of eggs by now, but hey, this is very good. We're coming back together on the egg. Great. Oh, Steve, that is so good. That is so good to hear your voice. Yes, Steve. Oh, Steve, only you and I could be the ones that could write magical pieces like Turn of the Century. Oh, when you play that part and I play the piano, oh, goodness gracious, that is so fantastic. Parallels. That great big monster organ. Oh, you're just tearing it up. Oh, goodness gracious. And Jon, he's like loving the parallel mountains of the universe. Oh boy, I can just think. And What about Hot to the Sunrise? Oh goodness, that's such a fantastic, beautiful song. South Side of the Sky. Steve, only you and I could do South Side of the Sky. And Tales from Topographic Ocean. So magical. There's so many intricate pieces in that. Oh goodness gracious, the revealing science of God. The remembering the ancient and the ritual. Oh, we are just a powerhouse. And some people have said that it's the most magical experience ever. Oh goodness, I get goosebumps thinking about our writing capabilities. It's only Steve, that you and I, Rick Wakeman, could write those pieces. And where did we go? Where did we go? Relayer. Oh no, I was not on Relayer. Nope, sorry, but that was good. That was very good and crazy. I liked Relayer a lot. Oh, that was good. That was crazy, but I was not on Relayer. So forget Relayer, forget Song Chaser. Get the Delirium very good, but I'm not on. I did not write Get the Delirium. Forget that. Maybe Perpetual Change. No, I did not write Perpetual Change. Yours is no. We did not do any of yours. Where did we go? Where did we go after Tales? Oh goodness gracious, yes. Well, it's just overwhelming is the problem. Overwhelming. So, Jon, it's so good to hear you out there. Jon, what do you think? Like the leaves we touch, we danced, we once knew the story. As autumn calls, we'll both remember, we'll all remember, we'll all want to triangulate back together. There's still time for us to get back together. So yeah, it's probably the stupidest skit I've ever done. Well, I actually haven't done a skit yet. So, Rick, Jon, Steve, calling all Yes fans, if you agree with me, leave it in the comments below, please. I don't know. It'd be nice to actually get a Facebook page. You know, maybe anybody like to add a Facebook page or a section to their fan page. You know, I know I'm going to be posting this on the Chris, Rick, Jon, and Yes postings on there to see if this is, you know, like I said, Yes was formed without politics, okay, right? You know, yeah, they wanted to get a band, make some money, and, you know, and all that, but that was, you know, that was not the idea of what's going on now. So forget all the politics. You know, Chris Squire has passed away, bless the Lord. Alan White has passed away. So we don't, you know, let's go a new direction. You know, they've always done different things where they've always worked together, then added on. You know, like Tales from Topographic Oceans, the foundation was Jon and Steve, and the others came in afterwards. So, you know, Triangulation, Jon, Rick, Steve. And then, if you need an outside influence, that's how you guys work. You know, you make your foundation. I don't necessarily see after you triangulate that you need any other necessary forces. Matter of fact, take that triangulation triangle and put a force field around it, so any other members, influences try to get in, they just bounce out. Sorry guys, it's been real, it's been nice. We don't need you. I hate to be blunt. Speaking of a blunt, I'm trying to smoke some, so I'm dragging this out, blah, blah, blah. That's what I would like to see, so please let me know in your comments below if you agree with me. Jon, Rick, and Steve, Triangulation, get back together. I think it'd be fantastic. Like I said, some of the best music that I have heard was created by those three. You know, especially like, you know, something as simple as Turn of the Century. It's like, you know, how do you write something so crazy and intricate, and you know, and I'm sorry, but Rick, Jon, and Steve, you're the only three that can do something like that. Anybody else disagree with that? Let me know. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about anything else, any different combinations. I'm just saying, I like the combination, Jon, Rick, and Steve. Everybody else, we love you. But, you know, let's get back to what is real, what is, put your feet on the earth, the grass is green. How's that saying go on, Hermano? Yeah, the grass is green, put your feet on the earth. You know, Rick, come on back from Mars. Rick, calling Rick Wakeman, calling Rick Wakeman. Yeah, it's Rick Wakeman here. Rick, leave that damn landline alone. How many times I gotta tell you, gotta use the cellular on Mars. That's right, I forgot about the red planet there, Ma. So yeah, Rick, come on back from space. You could sell the new Triangulation album in your shop. You still got that Emporium going. I hope so. Someday I'd like to get to England and go check it out. Maybe buy an autographed CD unless you're hanging out behind the counter selling product. So, peace out, everybody. Jon, Rick, Steve. Triangulate. Jon, Rick, and Steve. There's still time. There's still time. We can do it, fellas. Calling. Peace out. Thanks for watching.